What is going on? I'm ZMOT. Hopefully, all of you voted for the Melon Bombardiers. If you haven't yet, please do. We've got Laser Rangers. Lasertrons are just the same thing with extra GBE costs. I have already gone in, updated my creator boost with the code ZMOT. Make sure you do that, especially in Brawl Stars. Little bit of a cool thing coming out in Brawl Stars in the next little while, so do make sure you throw code ZMOT in there as we pick up a couple extra defense. Level 44. That is well done, Black Leon. That's a nice VP level for a level 44. Didn't take the base down, but nonetheless, we're going to jump in. I don't have a lot of time. The colors, you guys are, the jury is still out. Some of you like it, some of you don't. It takes way longer for YouTube to process, so I am doubtful and skeptical. Let's give away that wrapping paper, though. If I'm talking fast, it's because I am busy today. Melvin Hardy, you win. Join on my Discord. I will send you a reply to the comment so you know that you've won in case you didn't watch this video. Huge congratulations. Would love to hear what you plan to do with it. I've heard a couple of you want to frame it and put it on your wall. Other people, maybe you have a Boom Beach person in your life you'd love to wrap a present for. I'm going to jump into warships. This is my warship. I got into Diamond by completely and utterly turning off my brain. I have a lot of meetings today. I've got to give 2 job interviews. Brain is full. So that is where these dudes right here, 8 heavy choppas just bus rushing, makes things so much simpler. You just turn your brain off and go. And generally speaking, your times are going to be faster. This person's got a well-placed sky shield. We should be able to take care of that, though. So what I like to do is I am just going to drop all of these in the front here. I'm going to get rid of this shock launcher at the back. Probably not the best shock launcher to get rid of, come to think of it, but we're going to get rid of that cannon, and then we're just going to start flaring. I am going counterclockwise in this instance. It really depends. I am using a bunch of smoke. That I'm finding that using smoke has been fairly useful as far as keeping a bunch of my heavies and Everspark alive. I know keeping Everspark alive is a little bit ridiculous, but I'm getting some good wear out of it simply because her critters are fairly useful at clearing mines and keeping distracting. And so what we are going to do is just keep on flaring. I know all of you know how to do these attacks. These are not rocket surgery. We're not talking about the hardest or strongest or best attacks in the game. But you know what? They work fairly darn well. And that is where just using a couple smokes will make your life so much easier. Probably shocking that their shock launcher a little bit too early, but I'm okay with that. Trying to pre-clear some of those shock mines and then getting our troops underneath those smokes so that we can get onto their final engine room. Not final, second, I always forget that word, tertiary, or I always forget that word and screw that word up, but you get the basics. We're going to throw one final shock on that shock launcher as soon as our troops get out of the way of it. Oh, you wasted all of our gunboat energy, which is not doing great things for us, but as you can see there, we've got the majority of our troops onto that final engine room. As they start clearing out, we are 4 GBE short, so we're going to end up a little bit short, but simply throwing that final flare towards the very back there behind that sky shield should pick us up the win. Like I said, brain dead simple. 2 minutes 6 seconds, a little bit on the slow side, but hoping that our base can stand up for us. Yep, there we go. So they're using Bombardiers with heavy choppas. There's lots of ways to do this. I know using 2 boats, heavy choppas with 6 boats of the rocket choppas is also very good, except for against those front-loaded bases, of course. Front-loaded bases, I find that just full-on heavy rush all day, every day, claiming that chest in Diamond, making so much of a difference. Getting 25 keys there versus, I don't even know how to look backwards. I think it was like 20 in gold. I've got nothing to spend on off the top of my head. That is a useless node. Otherwise, I've got like fully and completely, tragically hip reference, everything. So that next engine room, 7 engine rooms, is going to be doubtful for me this season simply because that building health is so far away. We've only got 4 days left, and I am I'm working tomorrow. I know a lot of people in the US aren't. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you who are headed into Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Black Friday is like the worst thing in the history of the world, I feel like. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to throw that out there. That's one thing that I kind of like about the 6 engine room level is you know exactly how many artillery you need to throw out. It's 99% of the time going to be 4. Once in a while, it's going to be 3. The 7 engine room level, things are starting to get interesting. I did not go to the 7 engine room level, even though I probably should have. I made a bit of a premature maneuver there. I basically spent 300 keys all at the same time trying to get my account into Diamond and gave up on the 7 engine room. That is the problem for me with all of this stuff ending on weekends. Like, things just get so crazy over here on the weekends. I don't think it would make sense to have a season end on a Tuesday or something like that, but I'd almost be tempted to see that just to give it a shot, because my goodness, things get so crazy around here on the weekends, and I just don't have the bandwidth or the mental capacity on the weekends. So we're going to keep our troops underneath a couple more smokes, and I'm going to keep my GBE for a shock this time, because last time was a little bit on the ridiculous side. Our flare is probably going to expire as we see that weird animation that I see as a bug. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that is a massive, massive bug where your rocket choppas just sit there and spin even though they've already been blown up. We're getting low on troops here, though, folks. We need to get onto that final engine room here in a hurry. I'm going to throw my shock on this shock launcher back here because I think most of our troops are going to be underneath that shock launcher. Should be able to take this down. And you know what? Remember how I said 2 minutes 6 seconds wasn't great? Well, 2 minutes 5 seconds is even worse. Decent. Our base is standing up, and that is the key thing. Should be trying to get more like 2 minutes 30 seconds, but without barrage, I'm not sure if that's even possible. They're stuck underneath that sky shield, loving that a lot. This guy down here doing all sorts of stuff. We picked up 2 wins. I gave away some wrapping paper. Gonna try to do more giveaways in the near future, so do consider subscribing. I will be pushing hard. I've got lots and lots of Brawl Stars skins to give away. All you gotta do is join my club and hit me up on Discord. I would love to give you a Mortis or a Squeak or what else do I have? Something else. But that's gonna be all for me. Thank you for coming in. Happy Wednesday to all of you. I'm ZMOT. Thank you for coming in. Peace.